Krishna, dear devotees, I wanted to seek the blessings of Radha Madhav, Radha Shyam Sundar, Krishna Balaram, Bal Gopal, Gaumata, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled devotees. And today, yesterday we were talking about the cultures and values of Sanatan Dharma, specifically the seven mothers. And one of the mothers is the importance of Gaumata. Oh, sorry, Gaumata. So I wanted to look at the importance of Gaumata today. So these seven mothers are listed in a verse by Chanakya Pandit, which was quoted by Srila Prabhupada. Atma Mata Guru Patni Brahmani Raja Patnika Denu Datri Tatra Tatha Prithvi Saptaita Matara Smita. So who are these mothers? One's own mother, the wife of the Guru, wife of the Brahman, wife of the king, Mother Earth. And then we got the nurse and the Gaumata cow. So these are the seven mothers. So this is Bhagavatam 11, 16, 14. This is Lord Krishna. Can't remember who he's talking to, but Brahma Rishinam Bhugur Aham Rajasinam Raham Mano Devarsinam Nardo Aham Havedaniya Yasya Asmi Dhenushu. Among saintly Brahmins, I am Bhrigu Muni. And I am Manu amongst the saintly kings. I am Narguni amongst saintly demigods. And I am Kamadhenu amongst cows. So this is a really phenomenal picture which shows how the demigods, they all reside in the body of Gaumata. And it's really phenomenal how Gaumata is so important. She's the abode of the devatas, not just the devatas, even Lakshmi Devi resides, I think, in the tail or something like that. It's just a wonderful picture. And Hanuman is here. So many wonderful personalities are here. So how important she is, because she's a abode of all these personalities. I think one time Lakshmi Devi came to Gaumata and said to her, where can I reside in your body? And Gaumata said, well, everything's taken. And but you can have the tail or something like that. Anyway, the Vedic literature state that all the cows of this world are descendants of Kamadhenu or Surabhi. So non-different, right? Kamadhenu, Surabhi, the original cow, original Gaumata, who is the mother of all cows. Kamadhenu is a miraculous cow of plenty who resides in the spiritual world and provides whatever is desired. So she can give anything one wants, not just milk. Just like the trees in Vrindavan, in Golok, Vrindavan, in the spiritual world, they're Kalpa Vriksha tree. They can give anything you want. So this is a really nice verse. Chintamani Prakarasatma Sukalpa Vriksha. Kalpa Vriksha. So this is the trees in Vrindavan. Laksheshwarateshu Shurabhira Vipaliyantam Lakshmi Sahasa Satasambhrama Sevamanam Govindamadi Punsham Tamham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, the first progenitor who is tending the cows. Very interesting. Who is tending the cows. The Supreme Lord, he is the original Govinda, Supreme Lord. Yet, what does he do? Looks after cows. See how important Gaumata is. Yielding all desires. In abodes built with spiritual gems, surrounded by millions of purpose trees, always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds of thousands of Lakshmis or Gopis. Such a wonderful verse. Kamadhenu manifested on earth during the churning of the cosmic ocean. So she's in the spiritual world, but she comes to this world. And she comes specifically when the demigods and the demons were churning the ocean and From the churning first came the poison which Lord Shiva drank, or didn't drink, he kept it in his throat. He protected everybody. And then different things came from the churning. Dhanvantari came, Lakshmi Devi came, Gaumata came as well. And finally came the nectar, the pot of nectar. So she was presented to the 7 sages by the demigods. So she was given in the care of the 7 sages, the Sapta Rishis, very powerful personalities who pray for the welfare of the universe. Very powerful personalities. And in due course of time, came into the possession of sage Vashishta. Simply by saluting the cow, one gains all dharma and wealth. The cow is worth being worshipped by all. All that is sacred can be found in the cow. The 330 million devatas reside in the body of Kamadhenu. The 4 legs of the cow symbolize the 4 Vedas and the 4 pillars of religion: austerity, cleanliness, compassion, and truthfulness. So the 4 pillars we discussed the day before yesterday, or on Friday actually. The teeths are the 4 goals of human life: this Kam, Artha, Dharma, and Moksha. Desires, sense enjoyment. Artha is wealth, prosperity. Dharma, duty or religion. And Moksha is liberation. The sun is exemplified by the face, as is the moon. So the sun occupies the face, and the moon also occupies the face of the cow. The shoulders are a symbol of Agni, the god of fire. Her horns are Brahma, the tip, Vishnu, the middle, and Shiva, the base. So it's amazing how she's so glorious that the great personalities are happy to be just a little part of Gaumata. Her eyes are the moon and the sun. Lakshmi resides in her dung. Sorry, it's not the tail, it's the dung. That's the only place she could find. But that dung is very powerful. Gomaya, Maye, Vasate Lakshmi. Of the 8.4 million species, only the cow dung is pure. So everything about the cow is special, including her stool. Kamadhenu exists in 5 different forms: Danda, Sunanda, Surabhi, Sumana, Shushila. Other names are Shubhala and Matrika. And just like her daughter Nandini, Kamadhenu could grant a wish to any true seeker. One should see, offer obeisances to circumambulate the cow. By doing so, it is like one has circumambulated the entire earth with its 7 islands. This is from the Gavopanishad. Okay. So why is she so important? Lord Krishna, in his original form in the spiritual world, is a cowherd boy. In the agricultural community of Golok, Go means cow, and Lok is planet, cow planet, planet of the cows. Golok Vrindavan, where he keeps unlimited transcendental Surabhi cows. Cows and Krishna have always been together. When he descends to earth 5,000 years ago, Krishna brought a replica of Vrindavan with him, and he spent his childhood tending cows and calves while playing in the pasturing grounds with his friends. His example shows the importance of cows to human society, the practical benefits of caring for them, and the advantages of an agrarian economy based on cooperation between man and cows. And one of the things Krishna says about Vaish is that their primary duty is to look after cows. Vaishyas, the businessmen, business community. So she's given a lot of importance. In the Bhagavatam, there's this incredible verse in the 10th canto, 2 verses. 10th canto, 35th verse, chapter 18, 19th verses. To show us the importance of cows. Now Krishna is standing somewhere counting his cows on a string of gems. So he also has beads. And he uses those beads to count his cows. He wears a garland of tulsi flowers that bear the fragrance of his beloved. And he has thrown his arms over the shoulder of an affectionate cowherd boyfriend. As Krishna plays his flute and sings, the music attracts the black deer's wives, who approach that ocean of transcendental qualities and sit down beside him. Just like us cowherd girls, they have given up all hope for happiness in family life. So this is very interesting. Very okay. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada explains. Srila Jiva Goswami explains that in the afternoon, Sri Krishna dresses himself in new clothing and then went out to call the cows home. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti gives the following information about the transcendental cows of Vrindavan. For each of the 4 colors of cows, white, red, black, and yellow, there are 25 subdivisions, making a total of 100 colors, and such qualities as being colored like sandalwood pulp tilak, or having a head shaped like a madanga drum, create 8 further groups. So exo-8, 108. To count these 108 groups of cows distinguished by color and form, Krishna is using a string of 108 jewel beads. Thus, when Krishna calls out, "Hey, lovely," the name of a white cow, a whole group of white cows come forward. When he calls Hamsi and Chandini and Ganga, Mukta, and so on, the 24 other groups of white cows come. The reddish cows are called Aruni, Kumkum, Saraswati, etc. The blackish ones, Shyamala, Dumala, Yamuna, etc. And the yellowish ones, Pita, Pingala, Haritakila, Haritalika, etc. Those in the group with tilak marks on their forehead are called Chitrika, Chitrita, Chitra Tilak, Dirgha Tilak, and Tiryak Tilak. And there are groups known as Madanga Mukhi, Madanga head, Simha Mukhi, lion head, and so on. Thus, being called by name, the cows come forward, and Krishna, thinking that when it is time to bring them back from the forest, none should be forgotten, is counting them on his jewel beads. So this is, see how much importance he gives to Gaumata. Special beads that he has. Yes, Nanivan.
I'm sure he had more than 108 cows, Krishna.
108 types of cows.
108 different types of cows, isn't it?
Yeah. So in total, at least when he was here, 900,000, 9 lakh.
9 lakh. That's what cows that Nan Maharaj had as well.
Yes, that was the same.
Same, yeah. 900,000, yes.
But they fall, each one of them will fall within these 108 categories. Yeah, correct. That's correct. Now, really, we shouldn't distinguish between any cows because they all come from Kamadhenu. But if we look, there are some differences between the Bharatiya cows, Gaumatas, and the ones that are in the West. But really speaking, that's not sexual discrimination, not race discrimination, but cow discrimination. But we shouldn't engage in that. Whether the cow is Western or Indian makes no difference. The cow is the cow. But these are very popular. Ghee, and the milk of this cow is very thick and fragrant. Very popular. Very expensive as well. Sahiwal. Yes. Yes.
When we went to in Gujarat, we went to a place where ghee cows were kept, and we got some ghee from the ghee cows. It was
Mm,
amazing.
that
Mhm.
is amazing. Jayanti says she's got some from Junagadh. Gir. Where is it? Better start using it. I use it for cooking. Oh, we use it for cooking. Good. So, yeah, so many Gaumatas, different types of Gaumatas. Sahiwal, Red Sindhi, Kunk Rag. And then we got the Western, Brown Swiss, Jersey, Currant Swiss, and Holstein Friesian. And some of the Western ones are huge, massive. I think at the manor when we see the Gaumatas, they're absolutely humongous. So, but they're cows, they're Gaumata. So we should not discriminate between them. Krishna had many glorious pastimes with cows as he would daily tend the cows. Some are as follows. So this is a really phenomenal painting. Gaumata is situated at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. And here this Gaumata is licking the hand of Krishna. He's so affectionate to the Gaumatas. I really like this one. This is the field, the sea of Gaumatas, and Krishna's there, resting on them. So one of the pastimes was when he was only 2 years and 5 months, he started taking the calves into the forest, the baby cows. And sometimes he would have fun with the cows. So here the milk is coming straight from the Gaumata, straight into Balaram's mouth. They used to have a lot of fun with the Gaumata. The Gaumatas would run and they would grab the tail and they would be being dragged by the tail all over Vrindavan with the dust covering them, Braj dust. Such phenomenal pastimes. And they would milk the cows personally, Krishna and Balaram. They were cowherd boys, both of them. Another nice picture, which is Krishna tugging the Gaumata. Krishna was bathed in cow urine after killing of Putana, which was he was only 6 days old. Mm. But they were thinking some inauspiciousness has come over Krishna because of the demon Putana. You must bathe him in cow urine. So see how important cow urine is. Gomutrena snapyat yitva punago rajasarvakam vakam raksham chakruscha sakrita dvadasangeshu namabi. The child was thoroughly washed with cow urine, thoroughly washed, and smeared with the dust raised by the movements of the cows. Then different names of the Lord were applied with cow dung on 12 different parts of his body, beginning with the forehead, as done in applying tilak. In this way, the child was given protection. Krishna explained himself for one, expanded himself, sorry, for 1 full year as a calf, as calves. So this pastime is an amazing pastime because when Krishna and Balaram were in the park, in the field, and they would have pastimes with the gopas. And these gopas, the pastimes would be very, very intimate, very close, and very bewildering. One time, Lord Brahma was watching the picnic that they were having. And one of the cowherd boys, I think it was Madhu Mangal, had a big gulab jamun that his mother had packed for him. So Krishna saw it in his lunch, packed lunch, and he said, I want that gulab jamun. And Madhu is a big Brahmin boy. He likes his ladus and gulab jamuns. So he took the gulab jamun and put it all in his mouth. So his mouth was all puffed up with the gulab jamun. So Krishna went to him and just squeezed his cheeks, and some of the syrup from the gulab jamun came out of his mouth and it went onto the body of Krishna. So Krishna started licking the juice from the gulab jamun. What an amazing pastime. And Lord Brahma was watching, thinking, is this really Krishna? Is this really God? Is he really going to protect us from the demons that are present in the world? So he got this little doubt in his mind. And he thought, let me test the Lord. Let me test this situation. So he somehow kidnapped the cowherd boys, who were playing with Krishna in the picnic field, and the calves. He just took them all. And Krishna realized what had happened. So he replaced each calf and each cowherd boy with himself. So Krishna expanded himself. You can see here, he's expanded himself unlimitedly. So Brahma, he kidnapped the boys, he took them to his residence, and then that was just for a moment, he looked again at Krishna in the field, in the Vrindavan, and he saw nothing had changed. Cowherd boys were still there. He was shocked. You see here, he's surprised. He's surprised. He's thinking, how did that happen? I stole the cowherd boys and they all have expanded themselves. How is that possible? They're still there. How is that possible? I thought I'd kidnap them. Then he realized, Krishna had expanded himself. But one moment of Brahma's time was one full year on earth. So for one full year, Krishna expanded himself as the calves and the cowherd boys. And they would go home and the mothers would be extraordinarily happy, even more than normal, because it wasn't just their son now, it was Krishna who was coming home to them. And the cows were absolutely ecstatic with the calves. They fell more in love with the calves because the calves were no longer just calves, they were Krishna as well. So, and Balaram was wondering, what's going on here? How come there's so much affection by the cowherd girls on their boys and the cows on the calves? What's going on, Krishna? He asked him. And then Krishna explained, this is what happened. I've expanded myself into every single one of them. So this is a really phenomenal pastime. And then Lord Brahma comes and asks for forgiveness for his impudence of stealing the cowherd boys and the calves. Krishna is popularly known as Govinda, Gaumata, one who pleases cows, and Gopal, protector of cows. Krishna's name of Govinda was given when Indra tried to harm the Brijbasis by Surabhi. Surabhi gave him the cow, the name Govinda. So another wonderful pastime, actually, worth recalling, because these pastimes are what will take us back to the spiritual world. When we remember these pastimes, we're connecting with Krishna. And these pastimes, there's no comparison. There's no other, there's no incarnation who has pastimes like this, which are so sweet. So Indra one time got very angry because the Brijbasis stopped his worship. They always worship him every year. And Krishna said, no, why are you worshipping him? He gives rain. Indra's not that clever. He gives rain even in the ocean. Does the ocean need water? It's your hard work and your good karma that you're getting water. So forget Indra. Let's instead worship Govardhan. Govardhan gives so much protection to Gaumata, and he's so Such a wonderful personality. So they did Govardhan Puja. Indra got very upset and he threw down the rain of devastation on the Brijbasis. And Krishna at that time lifted Govardhan for 7 days, 7 nights, when he was only 7 years old. And he kept that for kept it up for 7 days, 7 nights. And then Indra realized, oh, bad mistake. And he came before Krishna asking for forgiveness. Krishna said, no, why should I forgive you? You tried to kill my loved ones, the Brijbasis. How can I forgive you? And then Indra was very clever. He brought Surabhi. And Surabhi pleaded on behalf of Indra, please, my dear Lord, you are the protector of the cows. And your name is Govinda. So she gave him the name Govinda. Please forgive the impudence of Indra. And of course, Krishna always listens to his dear devotees. So Surabhi's prayers were heard by Krishna, and he forgave Indra. Such an amazing, amazing pastime. The cows would love to hear Krishna call their names. So sometimes Gaumata would run away. Krishna would call a cow by a certain name, the category of cow, and they would come according to their category, white cows, red cows, or whatever. But sometimes the Gaumata would run away because they want to hear Krishna call out their name. And Krishna would. He knew every single cow by name. Of course, he knows everything. So they would run away. He would call out their name. Oh, Kalindi. And the Gaumata would get ecstatic because Krishna has just called out her name. She'd come running to Krishna. On Gopastami, this is when he started taking the elder cows, not the calves, the cows. He started grazing the cows for the first time. And he wouldn't wear shoes because cows don't wear shoes. Yashodamai said to Krishna, you're gonna go out. I don't want you to go out to the cow. You're too young. And he was only, what was his age then? About 7, I think. But Krishna pleaded, yes, I have to go. I can't be under your shelter all the time. And Nanda Maharaj backed him up. So then Yashodamai said, okay, I'm gonna make shoes for you because there's so many thorns on the paths in the forest, and your feet are so delicate. So Krishna said, yes, no problem. You can make shoes for me. But then you'll have to make shoes for all the cows as well. 900,000 cows, times it by 4, 3.6 million shoes. Yashodamai said, nice, okay, you go. So Gaumata didn't wear shoes. Krishna didn't wear shoes. There you go. And she led the way. All the Gaumatas, they were so excited because for the first time, Krishna was going to take them out. And the night before, they were also worried about Krishna because there's some hard pebbles in the forest. So they went out on the field and they stamped on the pebbles and made them into sand. And that place is now known as Ramanrati. You can still go there in Vrindavan or in Braj Dham and take shelter in that wonderful place. So Gaumata loves Krishna, Krishna loves Gaumata. The relationship between them is very hard to understand. He would perform arti to Gaumata every day. Only Krishna and cows wear peacock feathers on their head. This is a really phenomenal picture where Krishna is decorating Gaumata, later doing arti to her. And he's got peacock feathers and she's got peacock feathers. Okay, I think there's quite a lot more, so I think we'll stop there. Any questions, any comments? Gaumata is very dear to Krishna, so she's very dear to us as well.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna, go.
When you said 330 million devtas in Gaumata's the whole body, is it right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
none of the part is without any devtas living inside the cow. Gaumata, sorry. Is that right?
So say that question again.
330 million devtas all live in Gaumata. Or they
have a place in Gaumata's body.
They have good place. That's why they said that. I just today you said 330 million devtas. So many there are so many devtas. We don't know all of the names, do we?
No. Too many. We know the prominent ones.
Prominent one, yeah, but that's
people.
why we worship Gaumata a lot.
Yes, because then you worship all the devatas as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Very true.
And all the time, whenever you say about the Gaumata and Krishna, is always interesting.
It is very good. It is very interesting.
Very interesting. And like Krishna was like 5-year-old and he took all the Gaumatas to in the forest and asked them like feed the grass. Yeah, is it right?
Yeah.
And he sang.
Yeah.
And he knew all the names of the Gaumata, which you said before. And all the cows, the one who has got the different names, the Krishna knew all the names.
Yes, he did.
So it's always nice. I have heard this, I think last year when you said the same story, and today we done it again, and it refreshed the mind.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji.
It's good to constantly keep remembering because it's so easy for us to forget.
Yes.
But Krishna can't live without Gaumata, He thinks of her all the time.
That's why he when he went to Dwarka, he was missing. He was missing the whole of Vrindavan, everything.
Very true. That's very true.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhupada. So let's stop there. Gaumata ki jai. Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai.